Well, howdy ho, good neighbor. What are you doing here? You just sitting in here? Well, that's right. We are in an abandoned mechanical room. That's right. We have an occupied building here. This whole building used to be refrigerated and real cold, but all that is gone. Now it's just a big shell of the building. So let me pick you up right here. Oh my goodness, you are heavy. And let me turn you around and put you in wide mode. And you will see as I walk in this door, it's a little loud here because like I said, it is a active building. But this right here is an abandoned mechanical room. All these boilers and refrigeration units are no longer active, but look at the size of that pipe. Can you imagine putting that in? And look at the size of those hangers. So in this room, we got 2 abandoned boilers. And there is one right there. As you can see, it is, usually that thing is pumping out lots of heat. And this whole room would be loud and hot. And that's where they actually get inside the boiler. But you can see here that this place is abandoned. Cobwebs everywhere. I actually just walked through them. But everything has a layer of dust like they just left in a hurry. It's almost like everything is just put right back and they just left. I mean, look at this. Parts just sitting on the ground that aren't even fixed. So I don't know what's going on in this mechanical room, but I'll show you behind this boiler. All these pumps should be running. And what I'm doing right now is I'm inspecting this boiler room. I'm looking at the fire sprinkler pipe, so this is part of my job right now. So I will actually, as I turn on my flashlight, yeah, all this is usually just hot, hot, hot. You can see the steam piping. Look at that. I'm sure that's probably asbestos, but that is steam piping. And the steam fitters, boy, I take my hat off to the steam fitters because they always have to work around this hot pipe. So everything's insulated. It looks like they had some leaks here at one time. But yeah, all this is shut down, this whole mechanical room. So here's boiler number 1. There's the temperature gauge when this thing is really Radio Shack. Can you see that? Radio Shack. Yeah, that's a dinosaur, isn't it? Okay, there's some Vicks couplings with some old rubbers. Yeah, like I said, there's a gasket just sitting there. So this place is abandoned for sure. So boiler number 1, do not operate. Everything is shut down, isn't it? Still got pressure in it. So I don't know what all this does, but it's heating water return, that's for sure. But there you go, 1 abandoned mechanical room, boiler number 1. Let's go look at boiler number 2. Old computer. I don't know how old, but like I said, they just left everything. The wiring, buckets. Yeah, you see all that old pipe. As soon as they fire this pump back up, all these are going to leak again. You can see that all this is going to leak again if they don't replace those Vicks. Or they need to just tear it all out. I don't know. Tube side fluid out. And look at, there's the old plans for the as-builts. Kind of faded, aren't they? That's what old plans used to look like. Probably a date on here somewhere. Refrigeration. Yep, all right, enough of that. Okay, well, let's go see boiler 2 and end this video. But look at, see, I'm inspecting that fire sprinkler pipe up there. You see that? That's what I'm looking at. It looks like it's in pretty good condition. It looks like it had been rusting at one time. But that's what I'm doing as I'm inspecting this. You can see that sprinkler line's kind of heading off to Betty's. See that? I don't know if you can see it. I guess I can zoom in for you. Yeah, that fire sprinkler line's going off. It starts right there and then goes over there. Okay, let's keep going. All right, let's end this video right here behind boiler number 2. That's boiler number, oh, I think I saw some fire sprinkler stuff over here. So this mechanical shop did have fire sprinkler repairs and stuff. See the repair clamps? The old ones. Yep, that's how they did it back in the day. All right, let's get out of here. It's kind of spooky. Like I said, they got these abandoned parts. All right, let's go look at my riser. I got 27 fire sprinkler systems to look at, but I thought I'd just show you what an abandoned mechanical room. Here's the one I looked at last year, and I had to end up putting this. Here's our fire sprinkler riser. But last year I noticed that they just had wood holding that up right there. So I ended up putting that riser clamp. That's right, that's a riser clamp. Love it, love it, love it. And then I braced it to the wall. I know you're not supposed to brace it to the wall, but it's braced up there. So there you go, one abandoned boiler. Like I said, that is hot stuff. All right. Well, I do have a little sprinkler pipe on the ground right here in case there's a leak. A lot of leaks here, so I got a cutout pipe. And yeah, let's look in here. Look at all that stuff. Whatever that is, it's all in here. Okay. Let's get out of here. Go do some inspecting. Run some water, make the bells ring, make the alarms ring. Before you do that, you got to turn off all the fire pumps. You got to make sure all the fire pumps are off. We don't want to be blowing anything up. All right, well, there you go. One abandoned mechanical room. And like I said, they just left, didn't they? They sure did. All this is just empty. Usually this would be loud, loud, loud. But not today. Empty, empty, empty. Before I go, I want to show you one little thing. Oh, there's a fire hydrant wrench. That's very valuable. Keep that right there in case they break a fire hydrant and they need to shut it off or turn it on. And this is actually a great... You think it's a sink? Nope. That's a urinal. See the urinal with a flusher. So if you want to flush it, you just turn on the sink. Who knew you had a urinal in a mechanical room? I did. All right. Well, there you go. One abandoned mechanical room. They just got up and they left. They're never coming back. This thing will never be fired up again, I don't think. Unless they times of war or something where they really needed to. All right. Enough out of me, enough out of you. Well, as always, I want to thank you again for coming along with me on these abandoned mechanical room adventures. You know the drill. Peace, love, and all that hippie jazz. Bye-bye, everybody. Yeah. Let's get to work.